Hey guys, this is Mr. Cook, and today our objective is to look at two-digit numbers and compare them using our tens and our ones blocks. Now, this is going to be looking like the rest of our pages that we have right here. You guys are going to be doing 3 pages today, and it's going to be a little difficult to look at these numbers in the beginning, but I want you guys to really focus on what do you notice that is different and what do you think that is the same about these numbers. Now let's take a look at the different piece. Right now we're going to be focusing on the number 62 and the number 26. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we draw these numbers so we can compare them, because they both have the same digits, but I'm going to put these down right here. So I got 62, I've got 26. A little strategy that I like to use when I look at my tens and ones, I draw my little T-chart. Tens and ones, tens and ones. So that way you can really see how many tens and how many ones we have in each of those. I'm going to erase that just so I have a little more room to draw on there. So to do the number 62, I know that the number 62 has 6 tens because I'm looking at the tens place. So I'm going to draw those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know it has 2 ones. 1, 2. Awesome. Now let's do the number 26. So we're going to look at the tens place first. We've got 2 tens. And we have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. Now, in this part on the top, it's always going to be how are they different? Now, when I'm comparing both of these numbers, I can tell that these are different because I know that the number 62 is going to be my bigger number. Because if I look on the bottom here, I'm going to compare the tens first. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So I know that 62 is going to be greater than 26. Now remember, when we do our less than, greater than, or equal to sign, when you're looking at these, the mouth is always going to be opened towards the bigger number. So they're different because they have a different value for each of them. Now let's take a look down at the bottom and see how these two numbers are the same. So let's do it again. We've got the number 62, 26. I'm going to draw them out. And this time I'm going to use a different way to draw my tens just to make it a little quicker for all of you. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. And I'm going to draw 2 ones. To number 26, I've got 2 tens. And I've got 6 ones. 5 and 6. Perfect. Now it's the same thing. This number is going to be greater than, so 62 is greater than 26, but I also want to take a look at how can these numbers be the same. I know that this one has more tens, the number 62, but it has less ones. And the number 26 has less tens, but it has more ones. So I need to look at what is the same about this. And the only thing that I really can notice here is that these two numbers have the same 2 digits. They have the number 6 in them, and they have the number 2. Now, the one key thing that we're trying to teach you guys is just because we have the same numbers, the values are going to be different based on where they are. Because if I look at the number 6 right here, in the number 62, the value of that isn't just 6. It's in the tens place, so really that number is 60. And the number here is going to be 2. And you might have noticed this from the work that we did yesterday. This is called your expanded form. This is going to be the tens plus the ones on those guys. So even though these have the same numbers, they are going to be representing a different value. Because if I look at the number 26, it's going to have 20 plus 6, because the 2 doesn't just represent 2 ones, it represents 2 tens. So I know that 2 tens is equal to 20, and 6 ones is equals to 6. So we showed you today how to represent how these numbers are going to be different, and then how you're going to represent how these numbers are going to be the same. You're going to have 3 pages to do today, so please make sure that you're using all of your work. Now remember, the only way that you can write your ones in the block form is like this. But as I showed you, if you wanted to do your 10 blocks, you can either draw them like this, or you can draw them like that. Up to you, as long as we can tell them that they are neat. All right, boys and girls, good luck.